Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Buffalo Bulls return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. They rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. Working the middle. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Bounced off his feet. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Using the quick game.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Hand off from the shotgun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to pass. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Get set.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes a grab, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And they get the sack just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun. Wants to pass. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes a connection. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Bulls moving quickly to the line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Finds his man. It's Murphy. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
3rd and goal coming up here. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffalo! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it. Throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can throw the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Pulls it in. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the offense. In frustration after the interception, drive comes up empty and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
On the move and looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Pope.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He wants to throw it. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Minnesota 6.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative. To make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important.
Oh, there's the ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out. Possession.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the second half. They need something big to happen to get back in this one. Turnovers is the key. They were almost able to get one right there. Nice job knocking it out. The offense very lucky it rolled out of bounds.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking for a block. It's long. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over him.
To the air on first down. He finds his man. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Bulls want to move quickly. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun on third down. Feeling some heat. He makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with the coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.